Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is once again time to rank 8-bit Nintendo games. My name is Jeff Gerstmann. If you're watching this video on YouTube, then follow this channel because this is every Friday we're doing this. This is the 64th episode of this thing. It's time to get on board. And if you want to influence the list, if you want to shape the order in which the games are played, you can do so, and so much more, over at Patreon. Patreon.guard.bike will get you there, or patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. That'll all work. That'll all get you where you need to go. It's in the description for the video on YouTube, I think. If you just want to click a link, I mean, that's, I think, probably an easier way to do that than to listen to the sound of my voice and go like, all right, what are you saying? What's a page? P8? Oh, man, I don't know how to spell these fake words. The internet is full of fake words. What are we going to do? We have a lot of games on this list, but there are still somehow more to come. 392 games. Down here at the bottom, Raid 2020. Which is a great game. The Uncanny X-Men down here as well, which factored into an episode of the arcade pit recently, where everyone was looking at a screenshot of this X-Men game and not knowing what it was, and it drove me crazy. Like, it's X-Men. It's the goddamn X-Men. It's the fucking X-Men game. Oh! Up here at the top, Mega Man 2. Will anything ever be better than Mega Man 2? I don't know. Will any of today's games be better than Mega Man 2? It's anyone's guess. With it being Halloween this week, a lot of these games are going to be spooky. And let me get this set up here. I can't think of a, well, wait, that looks washed. Oh, you know what? It's because of that. Okay. I can't think of a spookier video game than this one. It is our last 1986 game, as far as I can tell. We still have a few 1985 releases, but I believe this is going to be the last from 86. And it is, it doesn't get much scarier than math. At least Donkey Kong Jr. is here to help us. I'll level with you here. Okay, now that I'm looking at this screen for a while, I think I have a good idea of what's going on here, but I'm like looking at this going like, what are you even doing? Okay, let's try it. Calculate A. So he wants plus 66. Looks like this is always a two-player thing. 7 times 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 9 is 63. That's what we want. And then we want to add 3. That other fake Donkey Kong Jr. is fucking dead. Okay, 9 times 5 is 45. And so let's, oh, whoops. How do can I shake loose of a number, or am I just, like, screwed? Well, whatever. We'll get there. Well, I guess we want, 9 times 4 is gonna be 36, and then we'll... then we will add... it'll be just faster to just get this 8. I mean, not that I'd like time is a problem, I guess. Oh, do I have to get the... Oh, I have to get the plus again. Nope. No, you. All right. It feels like the thing that's harder than math is, like, accurately moving Donkey Kong Jr. Oh, I like that there's still, like, a video gamey... Oh, no. Okay. I was gonna say, does that end the game? But it does not. I was gonna say, could you lose by dying? You're like, instead of math, I choose death. We need to subtract 6. And so I need to be careful here to not hit those other ones. Okay. So that's calculate A. What's calculate B? Is it like a game B thing? Are these going to be bigger numbers, harder problems? Yep. Oh, but we already start with 200. What is... I mean, come on. But I guess if you start with 200, like you're kind of... You end up being kind of screwed on some of the... Like, you can use addition to get all the way there, but what if you instead divided down and multiplied back up, right? So if we, like, for example, if we divided this down... Divide by 4 to get to 50, and then multiply by 5 to get to 250... And then add 1. Okay. Negative 120. And we start with negative 150. So we just need to subtract 30. But again, since you can only, you know, you only have the numbers 1 through 9, you have to decide if you're just going to, like, do a bunch of 9s and then even it out at the end, or are you going to, you know, try to get fancier with it than that? Let's try the exercise here. Okay, let's select. I like that there's a leaderboard. Oh man, I don't do division this way anymore. I don't. 71 divided by, so that's, what is that? This is actually too much for me right now. How many times does 4 go into 71? So 4 times 10 is 40, 4 times 20 is 80, so 4 times 78 is going to be 72. So it's going to be 8 with a remainder of 1, right? Is that? No, that's not. No, it goes, it'd be 7 with a remainder of, no, not 7, 17. 17. What are we? Okay, so what does this do? How do I even interact with this? What? Oh, that's the, like, the hint. Okay, so that's like the... that's 3 with a remainder of 1. So... what's this bird over here do? There we go. Okay, so I can clear it. I can hit B to reset. Oh, I just fall off. That's like that's actually fucked because it's so against all of the Donkey Kong rules. Oh wait, I need to. Oh no, no. This is terrible. This is awful. Like, the controls here are miserable. What, 9 times 8 is, okay, so what, 8 times 8 is 64, so we want 7. And that would be 56. And then you'd have a remainder then of, I guess, 7, right? So that's 6. To get you to 30, and then you've got a remainder of 3. So, like, in real Donkey Kong, this kills you. Doing this kills you. Doing this kills Donkey Kong Jr. And so asking the player to do that, to lock in their answers, I think is a really terrible way to do this. 9 times 3 is 27 with a remainder of 1. So 10 is only 70, so what is that? 12 would be 84. No, what? Oh, we have to carry something over? Look. I'm not, like, I'm not even sure what they're asking for, like, what I'm actually filling in. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of my problem here, is, like, I don't think of division this way anymore. And so figuring out what they want to do for you to show your work is, and then the eggs next to the answer, I assume means, yeah, I mean, that's what it, you know, hey, you got it right. This is not a good math game. I mean, like, like, whatever, it's math, you know? Hey. But I think the way that they have built this, like, conceptually, is fucking terrible. What is this? 42, right? No, I was gonna say this is 48, but that's early in the morning doing the fucking times tables, baby. But no, this is what is this? This is 32. And by early in the morning, I mean it's 10:15. Didn't we already have this one this round? This is this is bad. This is like a bad math thing. it just feels like that there's a lot that they could have done to, like, input wise. I don't know. They could have made it not this, I guess, is my point. There's nothing inherently wrong with making a Donkey Kong Jr. math game, right? But and having like this competitive thing of like, oh, we gotta fight over, who's getting the numbers, because when you get them they disappear, and take a little bit to come back. And so, if you're both going for the fastest way, like I bet high level 2-player Donkey Kong math play is someone is playing this in a hotel room at 3 a.m. in Vegas at Evo, right? I mean, we can all agree. The footsies are insane in this game. But this whole thing is just like moving Donkey Kong Jr. to do the selection, and like all like this stuff is all just terrible. Oh, and they make you do it because they're like, the thing I'll say about it is for how you did math in the 80s at school, they are forcing you to do it the same way. Can I just do that? I can, okay. So that is exactly what it is. So that's your speedrun tactic, is, you need to work your way across here. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's to carry the 1. That's a 2. Nothing wrong with math. But the way this game represents it, and it just being a, like it has the look and feel of a ROM hack of Donkey Kong Jr., right? I mean, because that's basically what it is. There's not much in terms of the way, like new animation or anything like that. Like, I think the best you get here is Donkey Kong with his arms up, holding that sign. Like, those arms, I don't think, go up like that in regular Donkey Kong Jr. That I know of. Unless there's a scene where he's, like, chained up, right? And so, did they maybe just swap the arms? The arm directions to make it look like he was holding a sign instead of holding his arms out? Maybe that would be it. Maybe that's the thing they did. But to just have like this one little visual motif and this one little loop from Donkey Kong Jr., there's just... I mean, here you get the other music from Donkey Kong Jr., I guess. But this is... This just, like I said, I think that this mode is generally fine, but I think that just, again, from just inputting numbers into a fucking computer with a 2-button controller sort of thing, there's a lot more they could have done. And so, like, hey, you can get your big weird numbers, and, because we're doing math the grade school way, you can do it. We carry the 1, that's going to be a 4. Carry the 1, that's going to be a 3. Carry the 1, 12, 13. Carry the 1. 7 and 6 is 13. Carry the 1. That's 9 and 6, that's 15. Carry the 1, and yeah, so I don't know. I think once all these years later, you have to kind of approach it and go like, oh, right. Grade school math stuff. Which makes sense for when the game came out. I don't even know if I guess I'll find out soon enough here as my daughter gets a little older. She'll be the first to experience it. But I don't know how they teach math these days. If they teach it this way still, or I don't know what. Yeah, parents are always complaining about the new math. For as long as I can remember, parents have been complaining about the new math. I don't even know, so I assume that math has changed. Math never changes. I don't think this is very good. I don't think that this is a good. I think that they could have done a lot better with a math game. I think educational games have been a lot better. Like, maybe not on the NES, though. So, Oh, so Common Core is... Okay, so Common Core is actually probably about how I kind of do math. And Bryn says Common Core is about learning how to break things down into slightly easier to visualize, math problems and stuff. Which is... That's kind of... I don't know. I'm like a... You heard me doing division there. That's kind of how my brain has always done that stuff, I guess. So I don't know. Maybe I am built for the new math. Long live the new math. I don't think this is very good. I think it's really, it's 1983, and so on some sick level, you kind of look at it and go like, it makes sense why this would be as bad as it is, because they just kind of farted out an educational game using existing assets, Like it is a ROM hack. It's an asset flip. It's the original asset flip. Not since... No, that's not true. Ms. Pac-Man is the original asset flip. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is not very good, and that's its main problem, is that the way you are inputting numbers, maybe like the basic rules of Donkey Kong Jr. were not the best choice for math. I'm trying to think what other Nintendo games you could have done in '83 that you could have adapted for math. They also adapted Popeye for, I guess, for learning English. There's a Japanese Popeye game where you are basically kind of playing hangman, and they're telling you things in Japanese, and you have to fill in what it means in English. Or I think that's what it is. Anyway, but that never came out here. There is a English translation of it, which is a very silly thing to do for a game in which you are learning English. Donkey Kong Jr. math is it's not a great educational game. It does not work well. The math is fine, but getting there, moving Donkey Kong Jr. around to make the math happen is where that thing kind of falls apart. And that's not a good thing. That's worse than Dig Dug 2. Trouble in Paradise. It's worse than The Last Ninja, I guess, right? Wait, let's not be hasty here. It's worse than Deadly Towers. You'd be better off with a copy of Deadly Towers than Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Man, it's really hard to put this on the list, but you know, like when we think about the other educational games on the list, like Sesame Street 1, 2, 3 is not as hardcore about the math it is teaching you. You know, it is a much younger age kind of thing. Like it's not trying to hit you with the long division. It's just trying to hit you with some long Grover. And, you know, let you do some real basic stuff. But Donkey Kong Jr. Math is worse. It's worse. It's worse than Super Pitfall. It is worse than The Last Ninja. It's worse than Quattro Adventure. It's worse than the Ubisoft Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade that we played last week. I found myself playing the Amstrad, like CPC version of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Because, you know, I value my free time. And it is the same game. Done worse, but it is the same game. And it's alarming. It's weird to see it. It is very weird to see because it's much more appropriate in that context of like, here's a British computer doing a game that looks like a game from an old British computer, and you're like, yes. But when the NES does it, it's like this seems like a criminal act. Chiller is worse than Donkey Kong Jr. Math. You know, I think you could do a good math game with a light gun. You know, you could shoot the numbers. Someone's done that. Someone's done a light gun math game, I think, right? Is it better or worse than Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo has the subway. Which is a bad thing. Donkey Kong Jr. Math is worse than Where's Waldo. This is harsh. Like, I don't want to just put it at the bottom of the list because it's such a fucking slight, dumb thing. And so I'm trying to, like, really think about this as we do scientifically. So Donkey Kong Jr. Math is better than the Blues Brothers. It is better than Dudes with Attitude. It's not better than Power Punch 2. Now, I hate Power Punch 2. But scientifically speaking, Power Punch 2 is a better game. And so there you have it. It's our new number 381, Donkey Kong Jr. Math. I would be interested in seeing high-level Exercise B play. I figured out a weird trick in Notion that lets me, it has to sit there. It sits there for like 6 seconds every time I try to copy this list. Copying and pasting a list of, you know, it's 11,000 characters. It's not like it's some, just Notion is just such a bad, Notion is just so bad. Okay, there you have it. It's our new number 381. A weird thing, but I think a lot of it comes down to just like the way you input the math is poor. And I think, you know, like you have to hold these games to standards. You can't just go like, well, it's educational, you know, it's for kids. Like that's the big thing that a lot of people fall for with a lot of games is go like, oh, it's for kids. It's like the kids are the most discerning. Like past a certain point anyway. They deserve good games too. They deserve Rocky's Boots, Gertrude's Secrets, you know, the greats of the genre You know what? Math Blaster, maybe like a Number Munchers or something like that. Okay. Let's move on. Tim wanted to see this next game. Much like Donkey Kong Jr. Math, it is spooky. This is from your friends at LJN. And it is called A Nightmare on Elm Street from Rare. I have no idea what this game is. I just saw on the box art that it has 4-player support, which is crazy. Look at this fucking guy. I mean, Freddy's a molester, right? Like, that's the whole like that's the origin. It's been a while since I've seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Street, but like, he's not a good, like, for how culturally, like, you know, for how much Freddy showed up in culture on the backs of these movies. It's always a little weird. This is a great title screen. Oh, the remake put the molest. Okay. So originally he was just killing kids. All right, well, that's fine then. I mean, you're just killing kids. Whomst among us? Oh God. What am I looking at, dude? Can I punch these snakes? Rare really sticking to their British roots here by writing the name of the game on the screen. I really appreciate that. Like, that's a basically, you know, that's as British as the Union Jack. Though I suppose it's more European in a United Kingdom and Europe sort of thing than purely... This door's open. Can I do I just... Jesus! Okay, I guess I'm just gonna keep running to the right. Oops. Elm Street High. Like, it seems like I should be able to go in these locations. Am I going in the house or am I dead? Oh, did I fall asleep? Is that the... I thought I was supposed to not go to sleep. The whole point of this was don't go to sleep. Ah, what a horrible night to have a curse. Okay, can I go? No, can't go here either? Is that... We've got flying skulls. We've got... Okay, we've made it to the edge of the world. Boy. Goat boy here. Rocks falling out of the sky. Okay. Is there a life meter, or am I just... I don't know why the music changed. Oh. Freddy TM. Fuck. What the? That swipe goes behind him. I'm gonna say I don't think the music on this is especially great either. Like, that's kind of the thing that, you know, some of these awful rare games you can at least kind of hang your hat on and go like, well, yeah, but the soundtrack had no reason to go as hard. But you're just like, yeah, there's a lot of... This maybe isn't great. And the range on your punch is really, you know, like this is... Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's just like an interrupt type thing. That's just like a Freddy's here. You ever... I don't want to hear, you know, a lot of people... Rare is an amazing developer. Like, I think Rare is an amazing developer, but over the course of this process, I now respect them as a developer that took on a lot of work and shipped a lot of games. That they were prolific. That they were able to get a lot of games out every year. Well, these houses don't fucking do anything. Everyone keeps saying press up to go collect. Like, none of these houses work. None of these houses work. And apparently it's random which one you can go in. Well, I've been back and forth across the entire map and pushed up in front of every door. You'll start the game at the beginning of Elm Street, a side-scrolling screen with neighborhood homes, buildings, and other points of local interest like the graveyard. It'd be a good idea to keep your eyes peeled when walking up and down this seemingly harmless boulevard. Of course, with it being close to midnight and all, be aware that some of the places you visit may be locked up tight for the evening, and don't expect to get into everything right away. That'd be a little too easy. In some cases, you'll have to find a key or something, and remember to come back later. That's always a good thing to put in your manual. Like, find a key or something. Oh, it's the song. It's the 1-2 Freddy's, but like a terrible version of it. I think the music in this game is fucking terrible. Dude, like, the answer is to get in Freddy's ass, stick your fist in it as hard as you can. If you die a few times, who cares? It's all a dream anyway. Fuck you. Fuck this. Oh, there's a section of the manual that says buildings and such. Once you do gain access, you'll have to collect all the scattered bones. Okay, well, that doesn't tell us how to get in. This is fucking... And then this is going to be the junkyard again, right? This is the end of the edge. Let's restart it. Okay. I feel confident that it's not this house. Okay. Pretty sure it's not going to be that house. How about the high school? All right. Pretty sure it's not the high school. Okay. Maybe it's the cemetery. Do I have to somehow hit up and down at the same time? That's the thing that a lot of cool games do. Yeah, I don't know. It seems unlikely that we would have gone all these years of having all of these games dumped, and it took this long for someone to go, hey, did you know that you can't walk into any buildings in Nightmare on Elm Street? So that seems like an extremely unlikely situation. That it would be a bad dump of the game. These are verified, multiply dumped, and, you know, these have been dumped multiple times and verified and all that sort of stuff. This is not a bad dump issue. The only other thing I can think to try is let's see. Where does this go? Okay, all right. Where am I? My file structure has changed quite a bit. Okay, there we go. Got to hold up for a few seconds. Someone just tried it. Okay. I'm holding up. Yeah, it's 2024. Like, the people in the chat are talking about, like, bad dumps of games. Like, it's 2024. That's not a thing anymore. Unless you're, like, just grabbing stuff off random garbage websites that are unlabeled and never do anything, you know, like, to verify it. That's not... It ain't how it works. If you're still in a situation where you're wondering about bad dumps of games... Like, there are so many tools out there for verifying. In fact, on the Patreon, I made a whole video about how to verify your stuff and make sure that it is... Make sure with what you got. I don't know what to make of this, man. Hold up for a few seconds. Yeah, I don't... All right. We got to break out the big guns sometime. Got to get to the bottom of this, or it's going on the very bottom of the list. Okay. Do I need to modify? Is this set to the... Okay, that is set to the correct capture hardware. There we go. Right? Nope. Great. Great. It's like showing for a split second on the TV over here and then breaking out. This is a great time for my capture hardware to... I just replaced a bunch of stuff in it yesterday. So naturally, this would be happening now. Okay. There. It just took an hour to sync. Okay. Let me change input sources here so I can see it on the TV. Oh, and of course, that causes a resync to happen, so we lose it all over again. Great. The future. There. That takes a long time. Okay. That keyboard is too far away, so I'm just going to hold to the right until we get to the ends. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's a bone countdown. I need to find 10 bones. Great. Oh, it's still nighttime in here too? I guess it makes sense. The time does not stop when you go inside a house. It's like that in the real world too, I find. There's just no reason to fight anything. This music is terrible. What's that boombox do? Ooh. The hell? Like, that was a good song there for about half a second. Like, oh, you woke up, but there's still knives flying out of this wall. Sorry, Freddy is weird. What are you gonna do? The weird guy. Oh, God. Why am I... Okay, that's my sleep meter, but where's my life meter? Like, what the fuck? Oh, we're back in the dream, I guess, even though... No way to stay awake for this. Big key. Was that the very first house, or was that... Well, now I've got a key. Maybe it'll open the door over here. My big ceremonial key. I'm following this rat. Sorry if I'm talking louder. This is... I still haven't fixed the volume of the capture card in my headphones. Okay, not there. Nope. I don't need to like hit select to pull out my key, do I? Okay. Well, I guess that leaves only the junkyard, right? And that's the last. Oh. Dude, fuck this game. Fuck this fucking game. What a terrible piece of shit. I like that I do silly flips. No. Like, it didn't take that long when I was for me to hold up and get in last time I did it. So it didn't seem like something where you had to hold up for like multiple seconds or anything like that. This is the one I went in before, I think. No, this is the one I went in before. Well, then what the f... Well, this is way easier with a projectile. This is fucking awful. There. I fucking did that. I was down here doing that. Like, we already went back to this house and fucking I held up, like... This game sucks. This is terrible. So I don't think that's an emulator problem. Doesn't even freeze them for like a good length of time. What a... Oh, this is fucking garbage, dude. I can't get that in shorts form because the jump doesn't reach there. This game is trash. All right. Well, we got another key, so... Is this like a Simon's Quest situation? We beat Freddy's hand and now his head, and we have to get his rib. That's cool. It's just fun video game stuff. Thank you. Thank you. That drop of water put me to sleep. I feel like the secret in this game is you're better off asleep because you can do this. Again, with the This is a real problem with this game, huh? This sounds like some fucking RC Pro-Am we're about to race music. Is this leftover RC Pro-Am music that they just threw in? Missed a bone. Ah! Haha, there was a bone all the way over here. Dummy. Stupid head. What is that? That was something. Good, good, good. Yes. Yeah, I need to get up there. There's a bone up there. Everyone needs to leave me the fuck alone. Four bones? What? I don't even know what that... I don't even know what those things do when you pick those up. It's not immediately clear. Maybe I need to go in the hole to get some bones. Oh, wait. There's a bone up there. How did I miss a bone up there? Man. Oh god, I'm a ninja. Oh, that's not actually a thing I can interact with. Oh, but I can jump kick now. I do like the silly idea of like, hey, what if you could, you know... in your dreams, you're a ninja. Like, sure. There's that nasty last bone. I'm the bone grabber. I don't think this jump kick is a functional. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. That doesn't mean it's good. Oh, this is not the... Now do I have to go in the hole? Did I kick that knife? Not that way, okay. Now can I go in the hole? Yes. Good. This is a terrible video game. Just like Super Smash Brothers. I can't be bothered to... Like, I was, you know... There was a certain amount of like, hey, you know, let's jump and try to dodge the bats and try to, you know, but like, there's just a certain amount of just like, nope. I'm just gonna take all this damage because I can't. Does it have limited continues? Maybe, I don't know. That'd be merciful. I feel like we've been everywhere to the left of this, so... you know, again, when the time comes, we'll let the science speak, but it must be said, I fucking hate this game. This is fucking terrible. Like, this is just conceptually, execution, just fucking terrible. "19 bones. Coffee. That's what it is. Refills your snooze meter. I stepped on a rock on the ground. I'm so tired now after stepping on that rock. That zombie just appeared out of that truck. That ain't right. 9 bones. The bones really blend in. Which is, you know, you could argue that's a choice, but I don't know that it is. There was a bone there? Oh, shit, man. Oh. I mean, of course we missed a bone. They blend it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm finding the bones incredibly easy to miss. Which, I don't know. I wonder if that was their intent. It's hard for me to believe that their intent was to make the bones tricky. But, oh, darn. And as limited continues. That's a bad fucking time. That's a bad fucking time. Clunky controls, but also not all of them. Like, the getting into a building thing is sometimes a little weird. Weirder than it should be. They could have also pointed you in a direction instead of having you fumble around. I think that's something that would not have made the game worse. Like, oh, it's pointing you in the direction. Oh, man. The thing I'll say is that the air control you have in your jumps lets you thread the needle on some pretty tight spots. But also situations where, like, for whatever reason, when you're in your, like, you know, Samus style spin jump mode, like the hitbox, like you are bumping up against invisible walls a little bit more, in ways that prevent you from getting bones. And so you have to, like, change back into a mode. You can pick up bones in that mode. So it's not like if you walk over any bone, it doesn't let you get it. It's just like those bones are in locations that for whatever reason you don't fit into when you're in that form. That's just broken. That's just fucking terrible. That's just a bad goddamn video game right there. I think the music is really repetitive. There's like maybe one or two tracks that are like, okay, you know, that's if you think about it in terms of like, hey, Rare, you know, they're a studio that they made a lot of games and not all of them are great, but like there's a lot of great soundtracks on there. Even some of the worst games have some of the greatest soundtracks. This is not one of those. This is not one of those. Structurally, just, you know, hey, then it's nighttime and then, you know, then Freddy's going to come and you have to engage in this really dumb fight where Freddy just hops around and then you shoot him a bunch with knives and then he hops away. Like, it's just a bad representation of that fight. I mean, you think about the Friday the 13th fights where you're kind of encountering Jason, and granted that is just like a really bad punch out, but I don't know, something about that feels more honest and accurate, where like hopping Freddy is just like a really stupid thing. And then all those bosses of just like, here's the fucking bone dragon from Castlevania, but it's got Freddy's glove on the end instead. Ooh. And then another hopping glove later. Granted, there's only so much iconography associated with Fred Krueger, so, you know, what are you going to do? Yeah, I don't know. They were faced with a license and they did what they could, and so, you know, there's an effort there that you kind of applaud in terms of, I bet they'd made this game quickly. Parts of this game look like Time Lord, like the main character. Maybe I have to go back and refresh my memory, but like, is it just the same fucking sprite, or is it like a very clearly similar sprite as the dude from Time Lord? Because it kind of feels like that. You know, LJN wasn't making good games. They were not publishing good games. They were in the business of publishing games, but that's it. And so Rare was happy to get that money, and hey, those people stayed employed, and then Rare went on to make some great games like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and Viva Pinata, and the sequel to Viva Pinata. And that's about it, really. That's about it. It's a terrible game. It's a terrible game. There was that, you know, I'm gonna say controversy, but I don't mean that. It was actually a very stupid thing where like some fucking website was reported, like Aaron Greenberg, who's in marketing for Xbox, was out talking in front of people, and, you know, I think the question was like, what game do you want to bring back? And the report was, head of marketing says no one cares about Banjo-Kazooie. Reported all serious, like in a way that was like, no one would ever say that, and it was probably a joke taken out of context. But also, even if it wasn't, like, he's the head of marketing, he doesn't make those calls. But also, the thing I want to say is, that's right. No one cares about Banjo-Kazooie, because if they did, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts would be one of the greatest selling games of all time. Because it is a fantastic fucking game. It's the best Banjo-Kazooie game. You people are fucking disgusting for not playing more Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. It's the best banjo game. We could have had more of that if people would have supported such a cool fucking game. But I guess people don't care about Banjo-Kazooie. That's the lesson learned there. You motherfuckers. This game is miserable. I mean, it's better than Athena, but like... Oh, God, dude. I feel like we got to come down from above because I can't... I don't want to think about the games all the way down there. It's not as good as Russian Attack. It's no 8 Eyes, that's for sure. Everyone would be better served with a copy of Jaws. You'd have more fun with a copy of Solstice, The Quest for the Staff of Deimos. Is Nightmare on Elm Street better or worse than Dino War's destruction of Spondylouse? It's a worse game. It's worse than Dino Wars. It's no Thrilla's Safari. It's certainly no Wood and Water Rage. Again, this is a situation where you know that the science is science, because if this was just my personal list, a nice game like Town and Country Surf Design's Wood and Water Rage would certainly be higher on the list. And Milan's Secret Castle would be near the goddamn bottom. But here they are, side by side. In tandem, in friendship. Working across the aisle. It's not as good as The Legend of Kage. It's no Defender 2. It's certainly, yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street is certainly no Isolated Warrior. Zen Intergalactic Ninja is a better game. Battletoads is a better game. The Karate Kid is a better game. Hudson's Adventure Island is a better game. Yo Noid is a better game than Nightmare on Elm Street. One would do well to play a copy of Greg Norman's Golf Power before they played A Nightmare on Elm Street. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a better game. Bram Stoker's Dracula is a better game than this. And spookier. Platoon, significantly more frightening. And a better game. The Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout is better. Defenders of Dynatron City, even, is somehow a better game. But this is starting to look like familiar territory. This is starting to look like where we belong. This is our neighborhood. This is our Elm Street. Now, what they should have done is make a video game based around the Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff classic, A Nightmare on My Street. That song is better than that entire film franchise. I don't know. I don't really care about it. I mean, that Dawkins song on the set. Dawkins. Is Dawkins better than WWF WrestleMania on the NES? Actually, maybe a little bit. But A Nightmare on Elm Street, the video game. It is Mappy Land. It is in some Mappy Land-like territory for sure. Fucking Mappy Land. Oh, get mad just thinking about it. But it's worse than Friday the 13th. Which, I think that this game has, better controls and platforming than Friday the 13th. But I think Friday the 13th has just, like, more things going on. And more engaging things going on as well. Also, it occasionally stops to tell you, like, what is happening. Like, there's a map. And, like, hey, there's a house here. And these kids are going to end up dead. And you're like, okay. If this had a little bit more to it, in terms of just like, hey, if they literally put an arrow on the screen that said the house you're looking for is this way. If they had put the crazy taxi, they could have patented it. Could have had a whole thing. Rare and LJN would have been making money for decades because they put an arrow on the screen. You'd be better off with a copy of Deadly Towers, but like Time Lord is an interesting one here. Is this better or worse than Time Lord? It's better than Time Lord, but not by much. It's better than Best of the Best Championship Karate. It is better than Dash Galaxy and Alien Asylum. It is better than Monster Truck Rally. It's not as good as WWF WrestleMania Challenge, though. Challenge is not a good game. But this is our new number 345. Ugh. Again, if this was my personal list, it'd be like a tied for last place kind of situation. There would be a lot of games tied for last place. Okay. I'm copying the list. Notion is thinking about it. And there you have it. Number 346. No, I'm sorry. That is in the wrong place. It should be above. I'll correct that right now on this list over here to make sure that we are not screwing it up here. Okay. Yeah, this should be above Monster Truck Rally. A truly dreadful piece. Yeah, go back and check that out. Greg wanted to see the next game. Is this game spooky? Sure. Sure it is. It's got the ocean name right on it. How could it not be? It's the Addams Family. Now this is the MC Hammer song was for the Addams Family sequel, right? Was that for Addams Family Values? Or was it for the first one? Okay. Is that going to be in here? Because this is, I assume, based on the film, right? Yeah, 1991 Paramount Pictures. The gate has a face on it if you look at it just right. That's spooky. Is this just going to happen forever until I hit a button? Because I could use a break after what we just went through. I pushed the A button. I'm pushing the B button. One of the gravestones leads to a crypt. Stand on the gravestone and press B to enter. Oh, Ocean went and made an ocean game. Look at this fucking Stormlord ass looking fucking... Ah, my God. Did this load off a tape? No hit reaction other than he just changes color and the life goes down? How do you know it's one of these fucking games? That's how. I like that it displays the screen for a second and then pops this up. I'm assuming the screen doesn't scroll that way, so I guess I don't need to go this way. I don't need to worry about the... Do the plants hurt? Let's find out. Yes. He just turns color like he's been poisoned. Locked door. What a... Oh, I can, oh, we can kill the skulls. Look at that. I'm trying to get up there and get them diamonds. Oh, I guess I can just go this way, huh? Push B on top of a tombstone to get in, right? So we'll try all these. Okay. Guess not. Oh, we're gaming now. Look at this. What? I've been lied to. Why didn't I bounce off those guys? I was holding the... Oh, we started all the way over here, huh? I didn't realize we were fucking playing video games today. I'm going back to bed, man. This is... Oh... It's like the best thing you could do is walk the other way to try to get out of the... Because it just will keep doing damage to you otherwise. So with these enemies, I'm able to hold down... Okay, so kind of... Yeah, I'm able to hold down the jump button. There. Why did it work that time and not the others? The crypt. Are these bones coming to kill me? Yes. But also I can ride the bones. No, not that way though. This is something, man. I am oh, okay. Okay. We gotta get on top. We gotta ride that bone. I'm just trying to ride the bone. Here in the bone room. Welcome to the bone room, everyone. So now we got to jump over. Oh, see, we screwed that up. Oh, we screwed this up all the way. Oh, I've taken so much damage. This is how it happened. Oh, so I gotta crouch there, obviously. Oh, the bone room. Okay, we jump over, we crouch under, we jump over, we jump up, we jump over. We can't jump over because of the way this... Because he hits his head. So we need to ride the bone once again. It is once again time to ride the bone. Oh, and we get a big bone. What is your... Oh, God! What is your reward for getting to the top of the bone room? Bone. Oh, and we have to get out, huh? Now we must escape the bone room. The pit! That's fun. You guys like video games? This is also this is a different The Bone Room. But it is still the bone... Why are there multiple bone rooms? I was into the idea of this game having its own, you know, just like a set of kind of whatever ass challenge rooms. But okay, so this bone room just has money in it. Are the bones their money? No, the money's the money. Look, see, we're getting all this money. Oh, right, yeah. No, no. Let's get this money over here. It's Gomez's famous tagline, let's get this money. Can I not get that money? Can I do a crouch jump here? Do I have to hit down and up at the same time? What is with the uncollectible things today? First Nightmare on Elm Street and now this. I am going through the money. Good, good. Timed it just right. Ah! Y'all! What did I take damage from there? It made the note. Oh, well, look, it's the bone room. So, am I just, like, did I just find the right bone room right out of the gate and I can just go back up? Is that what it is? Can I kill the skeleton man? I don't think so. Oh, okay. Is this like a boss encounter? Oh, I can't just repeatedly bounce on the bone man's head? Because that would be a fun video game thing that you could do. And we can't have that. Key. Front door key. Okay. Everyone at the Ocean Corporation, everyone in the United Kingdom loves to run all the way to the right to get something and then run all the way back to the beginning where there was a thing that they couldn't interact with. They love it. It's what they spend their days doing. I believe they call it queuing up. Thing is, like, all told, this game could be way worse, man. Does that respawn? No. Okay. Did that spider just turn into a bat, or am I crazy? Okay, no, it stayed a spider. They stay spiders. Search for a fiery entrance in the kitchen. Push B to enter. Oh, thanks. Ah, evil knives. A lot of evil knives today. We got an ice level. We're slipping and sliding. Look at that. I timed that great. Oh, I kind of can't stop there, can I? Because I'm not going to be able to get my momentum back. Oh, limited continues, huh? Yeah, that's what this game needed, was a place for you to enter your initials. Ocean. I wonder if the money ever comes in handy if you ever got to buy something. You need the money to finish the game? Yeah, that sounds like a very Dizzy-like thing. If you remember when we listened to the, you know, the Dizzy helpline, they'd be like, oh, and don't forget you need to collect everything. You must collect everything. The island is ever so dangerous. Did I screw this up and... Oh, man. Ah, good. Why does that happen? That's so rude. I don't even need to get the bone. Well, you probably need to get the bone to finish the game. Ah! We got boned. I say I could just jump on the skeleton and get the key and then go back, but if we go back without bone... A bone. Right, it's B button. Yeah, like, make the skeleton blink if he cannot be damaged. Like, that's a... Oh, come on now. There we go. I got the ever so slight little bit of health back. Okay. Fuck you. This game. Locked door. Look at this. Look at this. What a... Look at this. Ah, it's again with the... Oh. Am I even doing damage here? Doesn't feel like I am. Oh, sure. That would have been cool. Maybe cool is not the word. Yeah, that was not cool. Ah, the rules about what you can and can't, like, kill by jumping on are really all over the place. The idea that I could jump over those plants earlier and it was just fine, even though they theoretically should have been eating me, but like these plants here I can't jump on even though they're shooting and spitting. All right, looks like the only door here is to the freezer, so let's game. Oh, yeah, we nailed it. Yep. Getting it done. Pow! Professional gaming. Here we go. Yep, good. Yeah, good. The good hitboxes on the money. Good everything on everything, I'm finding in this game. Haha, you gotta be standing right here to do this. Oh, I hate this! You miserable piece of garbage. Can't even crouch jump to try to skill my way through the tight gaps. I don't want to do this. It's like I could stop here, but there is a certain amount of momentum you need to do some of this stuff, and like that's not a fun. This is not fun. I guess we can take it slow through here so I can... Oh, that's cool. I made the jump once, and then for whatever reason it decided, like, no, you're no longer in the gap the right way to make that jump for real. Good. You piece of shit! Ah, cool. Ah, yeah. Parts of this kind of remind me of Adventure Island, like this ice level, like something like the crappy momentum thing, like reminds me of Adventure Island, which Adventure Island is let's just say a better game than this. I'll say, you know, this game could be a lot worse. Like this could be. They didn't go full Dizzy in terms of like, you've got a weird bad inventory system and you're dropping stuff all the time and like the kind of Dizzy sort of thing. Like for what this is not a good game. It feels bad. The in the freezer there, especially so. And it is one of those games with like 0 hit reactions other than you change color and your damage starts draining out, which is one of those hallmarks of, you know, of those games, of those types of platformers, of those types of action adventure games that existed back then, where instead of making you go, ooh, and being invincible for any length of time, they just said, what if you just drained out because you're standing next to a skeleton? Like, okay. Yeah, this is it's a bad time. But you're right, it does have the bone room. It has a lot of bone rooms, honestly. Gomez. It's fucking. We all know it. This is not a fun video game to play. It is better than Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, I want to say by leaps and bounds, but actually we probably need to look at the list here and really think about it. And the right version of the list is over here, so don't worry about this right now. But it is it's better than Friday the 13th. I'll say that. Like this could be built in a much more annoying way, the way that some of these platformers have been over the years, the way that the kind of like, you know, the British platformer of that era, your multi-screen. I mean, this has scrolling. That right there. Huge. I like the look of Gomez. I think it's a good looking sprite. I wish it had more variety. To have like 4 bone rooms and only one has the bone in it is kind of shitty. Or I guess 3 bone rooms and a pit that immediately kills you, which is hilarious. But like the rules over what you can like what you can jump on and what you can't is really feels really arbitrary. I like the idea of you walk in the house and that chandelier immediately falls on you. It's such a dickhead thing to do that I think sums up a lot of the design ethos of the era, of the location, of the, you know, like where these games were coming from, of just like, here you go, asshole. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you for dropping a chandelier on my head. It just costs me a little bit of my health. It's not actually, it's not like it knocks me around or anything like that, because that's not, the game doesn't knock you around ever. It'll just let your sprite overlap with another sprite until you are dead. In some ways, that's the worst kind of thing. It's just some of the shittiest kind of gaming. It's from an era where that would have been acceptable, and this feels like it's on the outer edge of acceptability. Like, we're here in the 90s. Like, wake up, it's the 90s. We're not doing this anymore. You play Castlevania, that motherfucker gets knocked into a hole. But these kind of British action adventure action platformer, like this style of game, was very content to do this sort of thing. And yeah, maybe it's a little late for them to do it. That's kind of neither here nor there, I guess, in the grand scheme. But, you know, as we're talking, because we're talking, I don't, it's colorful, it's smooth. Yeah, I don't know. I need to not compare it. I keep trying to compare it to other games of that genre. Adventure platformer, is that what do we, you know, like, what is the name? Like, I don't want to be a dick, because I'm not, it always sounds like I am shitting on like British game design, and like, I love a lot of games that came out of the United Kingdom in that era, for sure, you know. But like, there's something about that specific type of game from that specific type of location that just feel like shit, or rather, like the choices they made, in those types of games are really kind of out of step with like what was happening coming out of Japan at the time, and a lot of other stuff. There were just like more things happening. And yeah, I don't know. There's I don't know what the name for it is. Dizzy likes. It's not, you know, it's not just Dizzy. Like it's yeah, like they are certainly Dizzy-esque, but it's not. Yeah, Thatchervanias. Ugh. We call them EastEnders over here. I don't know. Felicity Kendall likes. It's better than Friday the 13th. It's better than Deadly Towers. It's better than Bart versus the World. The Addams Family is better than Gilligan's Island. Ugh. It's better than Silver Surfer. It's better than Castellian. Ugh. Oh, Grandma fixed the fog machine. Nice. Maybe I need to play more Addams Family, get into it and rescue the family, you know. Maybe I could have a working fog machine. It's better than Castellian. It's better than Castle Quest. It's better than Mario's Time Machine. It's better than Roger Clemens' MVP Baseball. It's not. Is it better than Hudson Hawk? Which is not a good game. It's a real weird fight we're having down here in the 300s. It's not better than Total Recall. It's better than Hudson Hawk, though. Is it better than RoboCop 2? Huh. Hatches is a really hard one on this list for me because that's another one that, like, I think Hatris is straight up fucking dog shit. I think it is a fucking terrible game. It's like embarrassingly so. Like, what? This is the thing they're like, what? It's fucking god awful as a puzzle game. It's fucking terrible. But scientifically speaking, you know, it's got some stuff going on. It's, you know, they had some ideas about how you clear the hats and all of that sort of stuff. But man, I don't like Hatris. This is better than RoboCop 2. It is better than Hatris, but it's not better than Total Recall. It's our new number 303. The Addams Family. That showed up on 16-bit platforms also, right? I don't know if it's the same game or not. But I know Ocean could not be stopped. Ocean could certainly not be stopped. It's on like that. There's an Amiga version of this. I believe. Okay, there you have it. It's our new number 303. Congratulations to Ocean. Chris wanted to see the next one. This one sounds truly frightening. I assume it's about a creature who lurks in the forest and endangers us all. It's a little game called Bigfoot. Oh. Now I'm really scared. Did Rare make this? Because it did the bounce and you know, Acclaim published it. I'm assuming this is Beam. Okay. Beam. Let's play some Bigfoot. Yeah, look at these fonts and stuff. Like there's a very Oh no. Oh no. That's a fun noise. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, God. It's like they... Did Beam make Eliminator Boat Duel? Because this seems like a fucking way worse version of that. I got a saw blade and I need to steer it into this other truck to kill him. What is happening? Oh, okay. You know what was happening? I was holding down A thinking that was the gas, but that is apparently nitrous, and I didn't have any nitrous, so it was just constantly going bah, 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 bah. But apparently the trucks just go, or I push up to go. We'll figure that out next race. Oh. I love that these are just fucking pictures, and you're left to infer, like, okay, motor, seems like that'd make me go faster. Tires for probably better traction, even though it's not really a traction kind of game. You know, shocks are going to help with something. And then what's this? This is a ball joint? What am I looking at here? I need better struts. We need max level struts. What's the growler gonna do?
Prepare to race.
Oh! Oh no. Oh, I have to swirl the D-pad in a circle to go, which is fun. Oh, but I'm not doing it hard enough? What? Oh, I just stopped because the race was over. I see. So it's like a track and field kind of thing?
Prepare to race.
No, what? No, we need to go. What do I need to do to go? I need to hold down A and swirl the joystick in a circle? What? Yes, Reno. This is, okay. Ah! Ah! Get away from me! Was that almost some music there for a sec? I blew that fucker up. What is this? What am I looking at? This is such a disaster, man. I thought that maybe these games would be okay. Entrance fee is $1,000. God damn it, Growler.
Prepare to race.
Oh, did I like... Wait, no. Did I like get a time penalty or something? Did I start too early? We're gonna, I guess, wait for another noise other than the one. I'm hitting left and right like a motherfucker. Fuck the Growler. You heard me. This like left right, you know, track and field style stuff is not maybe not the best fit for this game. This is the same track from the first one, by the way, or at least like it's like the same type of sequences over and over again. And like this whole like buzzsaw power up thing is stupid because you're stuck on the same screen. So if I pull far enough ahead to get away, if I hit my nitro to get away from him, then as soon as he gets dragged off the bottom of the screen, he gets pulled back up to hit me some more. Like, it's just functionally idiotic. And also, all that happens when you hit them with this is that they take some damage, which, like, your truck blows up when you crash into the trees all the time anyway, so it's... And he's got so much money, I'm never gonna bankrupt the Growler. We need some American music for this monster truck game. Don't worry, I got you. Take me to the Reno mud race. Not enough cash to go to the Reno mud race. Shape up, son. This ain't no go-kart race. Go. It's just this is an ugly video game. This is like just the look of it. These like top-down versions of the trucks look like, and the way they just blast apart without any kind of, you know, they just into their little pieces, just has like homebrew video game written all over it. 1990, man. 1990. 1990. But I guess that makes sense. You know, 1990, the NES had blown up, and there was, you know, you did encounter that kind of gold rush of like, hey, we've really got to get more games out on this. You know, Acclaim is gonna take control of LJN so that we can publish more games every year, and we're gonna dump out as much as we can because, you know, kids love Bigfoot. It's true, kids did love Bigfoot. Maybe not by 1990 though. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like by 1990. I would have been 15. 1990 feels late for Bigfoot. Bigfoot is like Hulkamania. You know, it's like mid 80s. It's like, hey man, wrestling is big. And you know what else is big? Bigfoot. And they sold a lot of toys to kids and Bigfoot, you know, remote control trucks and all that other bullshit. But I remember that being like much earlier in the 80s. You know, and then in the mid 90s, of course, monster trucks come back in a big way with the advent of the WCW monster trucks. The Goldberg monster truck. I went to I guess that wasn't a monster truck thing. I guess that was a motocross thing that THQ had people go to at the MGM Grand. Bigfoot, dude. What the hell? I mean, it's certainly no Addams Family. That's for sure. Man. It's way worse than American Gladiators. Like similar, right? Where they're just like, you know, it's an event-based structure and they're going to have you go through multiple, you know, types of events and make your way through them. Like American Gladiators is a far superior take on that concept. I mean, Caveman Games is a better take on that concept for sure. So we're below that. It's not as good as Friday the 13th. It's not as good as A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's not as good as Monster Truck Rally, because at least that has a course creator and like race, you know, like this is a fucking frenetic mess of shit on the screen at all times. It's a disaster. It's worse than Time Lord. I would much rather play Time Lord. It's so here's another, you know, kind of take on the same event based, you know, like Snoopy's Silly Sports Spectacular is a better game than this. Man. You know what? This is okay. It's definitely better than To the Earth. It's worse than Master Chew and the Drunkard Who. It's better than Major League Baseball. But it's not as good as the crazy version of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. It is our new 371. It is our new number 371. Bigfoot. 1990. You know what's hot? Video games. You know what else is hot? Monster trucks. Man, wow. Just what a weird thing to make at some point also. Just even just conceptually. But whatever, it's not that weird. I mean, hey, obviously there's a long and rich tradition of monster truck games throughout history. But, in a world where an Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road exists, even if, the port here is not amazing, but like, well, I guess those aren't necessarily monster trucks. Those are just like race trucks. Those are just trucks. They're jacked up and good to go, but they're not. But they're not crushing cars. Ivan Stewart is a man of refinement. He's not out here at the tractor pull. Thank you very much. All right, depending on time, this may end up being our last game. It's impossible for me to believe this game's going to be any better than what we've been playing. But Mecha Skeletor wanted to see this. And if you want to suggest games, you can at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. Help. Join the advisory panel today. Help. Help me. It's Predator. From your friends at Pack-In Video. Okay. All right. All right, good. The stars are coming right through him, coming through this gun and everything. They put his name on it even. Soon the hunt will begin. Look at this. This is weird. Major Dutch Schaefer and his commandos fly deep into the jungle to rescue their allies who are being held captive by gorillas. They find the gorillas' hideout, fight a fierce battle, and finally destroy the hideout. But on their way home, they are killed one after another by an unknown creature. Well, it sounds like they're all dead, so game over. Roll credits, I guess, huh? Oh, only Major Schaefer survives and ends up fighting the unknown creature alone. Oh, God. What the Okay, no crouch punch. We have a jumping punch. So I just have to dodge this then, I guess, because I can't hit it because it's too low. Boy, this looks like bad Contra. But with a evil scorpion. There's a guy. I thought I was all alone. What's this guy doing here? Can I rescue him or punch him to death at least? Oh, man. Item, pine. Oh, this is going to take a while, huh? The look of this, man. Can I not? Is it? Oh, cool! The wall respawned. surely this can't be like what? I mean, I can't crawl anyway. So, oh, can I land? Okay, maybe if I land some grenades up there. This fucking dick, you fucking asshole, get away from. Oh, sorry if I seem a little overly aggressive today. It's just this is, yeah. This is like the first screen in the entire game. This can't be the thing you're supposed to do. Be doing right, like right? Well, how? I guess I just don't what? I just don't get the grenades. What is this thing, by the way? There's a rock chasing me. What scene in the fucking Predator? I guess I just don't get the grenades, right? I just don't pick up these grenades. I just keep going. Those are poison grenades. Grenades trick. There's a lot of guys here that are not the Predator. All right, now we got some rocks we can climb up. This is like the idea that this game is licensed not only from a movie, but also is licensed by Nintendo. Oh, I can stand on the moving rock. Look at this. Now we're riding in style. Thanks, moving rock. Boom, boom. It's really tense music. Oh god. No, you gonna let's go. What? Kill me! Can't push the rocks. That famous scene in The Predator where he had to jump on the floating rocks above a man with a gun who was shooting at him. Oh, God. That's stage 2. This is like a game of like 900 stages. This feels like such a hacked, like... like, hey, we took some other game and like made a fake Predator title screen and it is unlicensed and it glitches out sometimes and half the text is in Chinese, but it's still hella cool. Yeah, they took a bunch of stuff from Contra. It's a Contra ROM hack, and then, but it's got Mighty Final Fight levels in it. It's a whole thing. Was that a thing? No, that was just life or something. What am I even fighting now? That's a Metroid. What is that? A gun? A laser? What? Did these people ever see the movie Predator, do you think? Jesus Christ, are you shitting me? He's got a gun right here in the picture, man. So you can walk through this. I could just walk off this and fall. This is not a solid... I can't crouch and punch, so I can't fight those guys because they come at me low. This is truly there's so many things shooting at me. Ah! Dude, this can't be real. This... There's just no way that this exists. You can't shoot them because they're low. There. All right, is that gonna give me my fist back? Because... Ah, we got that L. Stage 4. This is crazy. Well, yeah, we made a bunch of cool, tiny, you know, they're not like long levels, but we made these combat puzzles, and you gotta... This one you have a grenade. Oh, if I'm crouched, I can just set the grenade down. That's video games right there. What are these blobs down here? Is there a metal slime down at the bottom? Can I get a bunch of gold or something? Like, what? Are these gonna... Okay, they are gonna start moving. Get fucked. The hand up there is pointing down, so I'm gonna... I love that there's now a hand pointing up. Like, you can go back up if you want. What is this? What is this? Which scene of the Predator did they... Also, why are there enemies over here? Well, could be worse. Dutch, you could be in the weird skull cave over here with full of birds, I guess. Ah! Okay, this is fine. No, that's not fine. Playing this game will make you a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. And the range on these grenades is really something special. Oh, good. I jumped. Yeah. Okay, there's a laser. So I'm assuming what we get... Oh, then I go over to the side, I guess. Oh, can I make this jump? I can. Now do I have to go back up the other side? This is... I can shoot crouched at least. Oh, you fucker. I can't. I don't want to do this again. Why are those platforms a different color? We'll never know. Were they going to fall? You know, like... Oh, the movement is so shitty that, like... It feels so much more precarious than it probably should. Oh, the Predator got us. Like the one color image with the background pouring through it is so bootleg. Continue. We're continuing. We're continuing from stage 1, I guess. Maybe I gotta beat, you know, a set of levels here. Look at the sprite and the color palette of this game. I am... I'm really blown away, man. Dude, this is crazy. It's crazy that this is. Burn up, burn up, burn up. Did I just stand on that scorpion and not take damage? Is that a thing I can do? Good. Ah, yeah, yes! Why wouldn't you just give him a gun, man? Just, you know, I don't... Ah, you piece of shit. Oh! There's like no way to avoid that either, is there? Like there's no way to avoid that fist. I can't, Oh! Oh, great. I need that L more than I've needed anything ever in my life, ever. It's just dumb. Like, the grenades are shitty. This is... Like, this game just sucks, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Fuck! Okay. It's fine. Okay. It just seems impossible that this game exists. You know what I mean? That this game is as bad and like off book as it is. I mean, you know, everyone likes to joke about licensed games and oh, they did this and made this choice. But God, really? Well, I mean, you know, we found in testing that people didn't realize they could go up or down, so we figured we would put a blinking, like a... Oh, you don't even activate until I get close, huh? Do it. Kill me. See you later. No? Oh, okay. Oh, dead American soldiers. Hanging out? No. That was, yeah, that classic line from the movie, I will find whomever did this. Whomever was responsible will pay the price. I will get whomever has made this happen. Like, yeah, it surely wasn't the weird monster you just fought. Big Mode 1. Oh no! This game isn't licensed. This isn't wrong. This isn't real. I'm not even awake, am I? None of this is happening. No, come on. Look at this piece of shit. Everyone who made this game, this was the last licensed game they ever made. They went on, after this, they moved to Taiwan and had happy and healthy careers making the most fucking bootleg games imaginable. Ah, evil predator heads. Oh my God. And now a level that scrolls in all ways. This is truly the ultimate video game. Made it. Like, look at this color palette. Like, everything. Look at everything. Look at everything that's happening here. And you tell me that this is a game that someone at Nintendo saw and said, yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and the continue is at big mode 1, not at level 5, so I get to do this. Oh, look at this! Look at this! This is the studio that brought you Die Hard for the TurboGrafx, a pretty good game. If I hold down, if I hit the turbo on the controller, the gun doesn't shoot very fast, but his leg shakes. Look at his leg shake. Oh! Predator is using his famous Predator weapons, also known as the Predator's head, that he can fling at me in groups of 4. That's he pulls his arm up and goes doot, 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 and then his head just spawns more heads. Big mode. I mean, how many other games on this list have big mode, right? I mean, if we're being honest with ourselves. That was a real soul-shattering experience. Thanks to Mechaskeletor for suggesting Predator. Where does this go on the list? So, you know, it doesn't feel great. It looks like trash. It looks like they borrowed assets from Contra in some of those levels, you know? Like some of that first level, it feels like they just stole some stuff, you know? And I'm sure they didn't. You know, they probably made those jungle sprite tiles themselves. Why? Because, you know, obviously, right? But like, it's the punch is bad, and you cannot crouch punch, and you have that punch for a lot of the game, and there are a lot of enemies that you simply cannot kill because they're small. It's really I'm very happy to have played Predator. I am extremely happy to have played that game because why would you, right? You know, why would you ever play? And it's so crazy it's such a like a bad, you know, it's not a bad version. It's not the movie, like, you know, it is so far off from the film that you have to imagine that they were making another game, or that they had already made another game or whatever, and then they got the Predator license and said, no, we can retrofit some, we'll change some sprites here, some sprites there. We got this title sequence idea. We'll cook it up. And that they turned it into a thing. But this game has all the hallmarks. I mean, if this game was like an unlicensed weird cart, like weird Chinese pirate cart or something, when you're just like, oh, look at this. It's like, yeah, I got a couple of cool 8-bit Nintendo games, Mortal Kombat 16 Smiles and Predator. You'd be like, oh yeah, this is great. Like for like a weird, insane bootleg, you'd be like, yeah, this is right there with those. But man, no. But the idea of this is like a licensed shipping game is like, it's almost too much to deal with. Like, it's hard to consider as like conceptually, just like, did this actually happen? Like, I feel like someone is playing a devious trick on me. It just seems impossible that this happened. And yet, I'm blown away. It's a really terrible game. The level design feels like it was plopped down at random. Like, you saw stage 6 there where it's like, you can go up or down. And I'm just like, I don't know. I ran to the right for like, 20 seconds? And it's like, here's the end of the level. Like, some of the levels are so weirdly short and empty where you're just like, I don't know. I jumped over enemies for like 7 seconds and then the door was there. So it's so weird in that sense. Like, it just feels, again, just impossible. It just feels like it feels impossible that it exists, and yet it does. And that to me is some of the hallmarks of like you might expect from like an unlicensed game. Like, remember when they said like Hellraiser's going to have 1 trillion levels or whatever? You know, it's like something like that where it's like, how many levels are in Predator? I don't actually need to know. But like it's the sort of thing that some of those levels are so short that you start to wonder, does this have 300 levels in it or something stupid like that? Because, oh my God, some of these levels are so short. It's crazy. It just seems impossible that this game was made. And yet here it is. And yet here it is. It just, the level layout feels, again, almost random, like almost procedurally generated. Just like, I don't know, we put some block, like well, there's an algorithm here that makes sure that you can jump through it, but like, we didn't stop to make it good. You know, it's really, there are 30 levels in the game. Yeah, and 6 big modes. God, big mode and big mode and big mode. It's yeah, I'm really taken aback by Predator. Let's get it on the list. Ugh. All right, let's it's no Renegade. The Addams Family is a better game. Roller Games is a better game. Adventures in the Magic Kingdom is a better game. Like Super Pitfall is a better game. Last Ninja is a better game. I hate spending so much time down here at this portion of the list, but that is how this week has gone, man. Like it's better than Bigfoot. It's better than Bigfoot. It's better than Action 52. It's better than Back to the Future 2 and 3. It's better than Dragon's Lair. I got to think about this one because, again, this is a case where, like, I would rather play Predator. But there's ambition in Roger Rabbit. No, it's still... The Predator is better than Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's better than Orb 3D. It's better than Master Chew and the Drunkard. Hugh. It's not better than The Last Ninja. It's our new number 363. Predator. Wow. Predator. I would have never Predator it's just, you know, you would think it would just be like, here's another like run-of-the-mill not good licensed game. Right? You just go like, Predator, I don't know. You run and you shoot and then there's a predator, you know, and hey. Like, yeah, it sucks, but like whatever. But this is so above and beyond in a weird way. It's so much more. It's so much more. I gotta... I'm gonna have to spend some time thinking about this one. Big mode. That's gonna do it for this week. Have a great weekend. Be back next week with the podcast on Tuesday. I'll see you soon.